will, JITPreparedness -info. How are y'all doing? Hey, I want to start off by thanking each and every one of you for coming to my live streams and learning with us and having a lot of fun. So I just want to thank you for doing that for me, and make sure that you're still coming back for more. I have them on Monday mornings, and that starts at 11:30 a.m. And then again, I have a topic day, which is Thursdays at 1 p.m. So those are all Mountain Standard Time, and I would love to see each and every one of you guys there for that. So let's get to what we're here for, which is we're going to start a series, okay? It's going to be a 6-part series, 7-part actually, and it's going to cover 7 things that are important during SHTF, during parts of hygiene. And it's going to be covering the first part, it's going to be toiletry. And the second part's going to be laundry. Third part's going to be bathing. Fourth part will be tooth care. Fifth part will be waste disposal. And sixth part will be human waste. And the last part, we're going to come up with corpses. Is that wonderful or what? All right, let's get started on the first part. Now, you know that toilets are going to be kind of important during SHTF. So, at first, you'll be able to use the plumbing and stuff that's in play, but eventually it's all going to break down. It's going to fill up. You're not going to be able to use it anymore. So, you have to start thinking about what you're going to use in the interim, okay? So, as they back up, you might want to have some 5-gallon buckets laying around so that you can just do your business in those. But even if you're going to use those, you're going to have to come up with a solution for keeping those buckets sanitized. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put a few inches of sand in the bottom of your bucket, and then you're going to have to put a little bit of soda, baking soda in there, and that keeps it sanitized, okay? So then next thing you want to do is you want to go to the store. You may want to do this now before all heck breaks loose and just have it laying around, but you want to find you a toilet lid. And you know, the regular seat with the lid that flaps down, opens up. They sell those types of things at Lowe's, even at Home Depot. I think Walmart might even have them. They have the kind that go right onto your toilet, or they even have some kinds that will fit right onto a 5-gallon bucket. So if you look around, you may want to find one of those. Okay, so as you do that, you want to make sure that, well, like I said, put about 2 or 3 inches of sand in the bottom of your bucket. Go ahead and do your duty, of course, and then sprinkle a little bit of baking powder over it, and put a little bit more sand on it, okay? And that helps with the odor and is way better than smelling it. All right. When the bucket gets about half full, maybe a little more, you're gonna want to pull that bucket out and put a tight lid on it, okay? If you don't have one of the snap lids that go on top of it, you may want to take a little duct tape or something and seal it up. Take it and put it off to the side so you can get that taken care of, and then put another bucket in its place, do the same thing, put the 3 to 4 inches of sand in there, and then a little baking soda, and that's ready for the next person. So to get rid of the one that you had, well, make sure that you carry it about 200 or 300 yards away from where you're at. If you're in a community of people and there's other people around you, you're going to want to make sure that you're all in consensus and maybe have a dump site where you can do that. And you want to make sure that you're way far away from any uh, water like lakes or streams. You really want to make sure you're about 300 yards away from any of those for your dump. That's very important. Okay, another approach, uh, instead of the bucket approach, is that you can use a plastic bag. You can take a plastic bag, set it down inside the bucket, let the bag flow over the sides, okay? And then just go ahead and do your business inside the bag. And then every time you go, or whoever goes, just close the bag up, give it a little spin, tie it off with a tie, or tie a knot in the bag with itself, and set it off to the side, being very careful that you don't puncture it or tear it in any way. And that is really not my way of doing things, but in a pinch that would work. And then of course there is a more effective way. You can go out if you have a group of people, or even if you don't, it doesn't matter. You could go out and dig what they call a latrine. You guys that have been in the Army or the Marines or anything like that, you guys know what I'm talking about. You go out, you dig a trench, and it's about 2 feet wide by 2 feet deep, and it's several feet long. And in order to use it, you just straddle it, do your business, and then when you're done, you kick a little dirt over it, and you go about your business. Then as the trench fills up, you just dig another one. That's how they have it set up. And then there's always the old outhouse adage that you can use is you can dig a hole that's about 3 by 3 by 6 or 6 feet deep would probably be plenty deep. And then you can just build your outhouse around it. And if you guys don't know what an outhouse is, it's a toilet with walls. All right, that would be another way of taking care of it. Make sure that you're going to locate any of these things at least 500 feet away from any kind of water source, okay? And then you would always uh, be safe in cases of sanitary infections and whatnot. Okay, the last part is toilet paper. It's the last part for this series, first series. And the part about the toilet paper. Now, a lot of us in the prepping world, we collect toilet paper, and it is a commodity even amongst preppers. But in short term or even long term, a lot of people uh, deal with using old rags. Okay, that would be old shirts or underwear or bloomers for women or whatever like that, and you could use those as toilet paper. It's a simple system. It's a bucket system like the sand. You have a bucket full of rags. You use them to clean yourself, and then on the other end you have a bucket full of bleach water. So as you use them, you dump the rags into the bleach water, and that makes them stay non-odorish until you can take them out of play, put a snap lid on them, or if it's not a snap lid, remember what I told you, put a lid with duct tape around it so you can set it off to the side until those can be cleaned. Now, when you clean those, I'll make sure that as you clean them, you don't just put them back in the bucket and let them sit in there. You take them out and you hang them on a line or on some branches or whatever. Make sure that you let those dry 100%. You want to make sure they're dry before you put them in there. Otherwise, the bleach and stuff will eat them away, or they'll mildew. There's things that you just don't want to happen. So that would be what you want to do. Now, we've talked about everything uh, about the rags. The next thing is make sure that you're keeping your hands and all your body parts clean. So you need to make sure your hands are staying clean and your private parts. But not only that, you need to make sure that you're using some sort of lotion or hydration for your skin. You need to make sure that your skin is staying hydrated as well. And that is it for this series. This is just the first part of 7, and the next series is going to be on laundry. So you want to make sure that you show up for that one. I hope you enjoyed this one. It was kind of a fun one to do, and we'll learn as we go along. If you can think of something I'm missing, make sure you put them in the comments down below. If you have a question, for me, make sure that you put that in caps so I can get back to you on that, okay? And remember, if you don't belong to the channel already, go ahead and subscribe and join if you like. That'll be the little blue tab. And until next time, God bless you.